Hello and welcome, no ones. In today's video, we're going to talk about how we can deploy our app from inside Nowa to the App Store. First of all, we need to go to developer.apple.com and then go to account. And once we're on the account page, first of all, we need to go to certificate IDs and profiles by clicking on certificates. Now, in our case, we're going to be needing a distribution certificate to distribute our app. You can either create it from here or use the more recommended approach and create a certificate from inside Nowa. However, make sure that you don't have more than 3 distribution certificates at the same time. Next, we will be going to identifiers and creating our bundle ID, which is the ID that's going to link our app from inside Nowa to the App Store. So let's create an identifier by clicking on the add button, choose app IDs, press on continue, select app, and then select continue. Okay, now let's give it a bundle ID. Now, be careful. This bundle ID has to be the same as the bundle ID inside our app, inside Nowa. Furthermore, this app has a naming style, which is recommended by using the reverse domain name style string and then our app name. So we're gonna go with dev.nowa.qrcodeapp, and for our description, let's give it a random description and press on continue, confirm your app ID and register. Now that our application is registered, let's go back to developer page by clicking on developer and then going back to our account. Next step would be to go to App Store Connect by pressing on user and access, then go to integrations and create an App Store Connect API key. This key is very important because App Store would be using it to authenticate and use your app to test it and check it out. So let's create our key by pressing on the add button beside active. Let's give it a name. So let's call it Nowa QR code key. Select the role, which is app manager, and generate. Now that our key is created, we need to copy the key ID and download it. However, be careful as we can only download it once. So make sure to keep it in a secure place with a backup. So let's download it, and it has downloaded. Now, let's take the key ID along with the issuer ID and go to our Nowa app. Now that we're back inside Nowa, make sure that the app you want to deploy is available as a cloud project, because Nowa does not support one-click deployment from local projects. In case your project is not available on the cloud, you can go to your local project and press on options and click on sync and choose the clone to cloud option. This will clone and upload your project to the cloud and have it synced between your cloud and local project. Now, once we're inside our project on the cloud, we can go to settings, project details, and change or make sure that the bundle identifier is the same as the bundle ID that we created in the first step. So in this case, we're going to change it to dev.nowa.qrcodeapp. Now let's go to permissions. In case your app has camera access, microphone access, location access, storage access, then you need to manage your permissions before you build, either for your iOS app or for your Android app. In our case, we will be needing the camera access because we're using a QR code, so it opens the camera, and also camera access for in-its camera usage. For iOS, it also requires a permission, so we need to explain why we're doing it. So we're gonna say QR code reading, and that is sufficient. Then let's go to iOS build. Now, in case you didn't generate an iOS distribution key in the first part of the video, you can generate a key from inside Nowa, which is the recommended action to do. However, make sure that you don't have more than 3 distribution keys at the same moment. In case you have generated a key from the first part of the video, then you can upload the key by choosing the upload a key option and then pasting the certificate private key here and submitting it. However, in this case, we're going to generate a new key. Once the key is generated, we can download it or we can access it later on from the Apple developer page. Now, as we have said, we got our key ID, issuer ID, and app connect private key from our Apple developer, which we have pasted. So let's paste the key ID, go grab the issuer ID, paste it here. For our App Connect private key, we're gonna have to go to downloads and open the file that we have downloaded. We can open it with a normal text editor and copy the whole key with its prefix and suffix, begin private key and end private key, and paste it here. Before we click build, we need to go back to App Store Connect and then go to apps and create our app by clicking on the add button beside apps. Let's say new app, choose the platform, in our case it's iOS, and give it a name. So we're gonna also use Nowa QR code key. Primary language will be English, and let's choose our bundle ID, which is div.nowa QR code app, which has random description as description, and give it a random SKU. So we're gonna say RD12345. Give it full access. By the way, if your app has a login screen or most of the app is locked behind the login screen, then you need to choose limited access and give some roles and manage your access here. So we're gonna choose full access and then create. Now that our new app is created, we will be needing to configure the screenshots, the text, and so on and so forth. Even also add app information here, such as the subtitle. We already have chosen the bundle ID, some categories, and so on and so forth. What we're interested in is this. As inside here, down, we will be finding our uploaded build here, so we can add it for review. Now, to upload our build, we need to go back after we have created our app on the App Store and press build. This will take a while, so let's give it a few minutes and come back. Now, once the build is done, we will be seeing a long list of files generated that we can download, but we won't be needing for our build. Let's go back to our App Store Connect. After a while, our app would appear in the build section as we said. However, it will need some time, so let's give it some time and come back once our app is available. Okay, now that our build has appeared, let's click to add it. This is the build we have. Add on it. It says build 1 version 1 from the settings, and press done. We need to manage the missing compliances, saying that if it's encrypted or not, so none of the above algorithms are mentioned. So let's save, because we don't use encryption in our app, and all we need to do is fill in the missing information, such as the screenshots, promotional text, and so on, and then we can add it for review. But for now, we will just save. Also, don't forget to fill in your app information and all the required information that they need, such as the content rights, age ratings, and so on and so forth. This was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.